All right, it's finally time to launch the Kickstarter. All I have to do is push this button. Woke up at 4 in the morning to get everything ready. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. I'm a little bit nervous. And of course it takes 3 minutes to load. I think it's live. Congratulations, your project is live. Drum roll, here's your URL. All right, it's live. That's it. Woo! It says drum roll, please. So I just pushed the button and the project already has the first backer. Thank you, Amanda Witters. I can't believe how quickly that happened. I was a little bit shocked. So we'll see how the numbers keep rolling in, but I'm feeling good about this already. So it's only been a few minutes. I haven't sent out any emails. I haven't done any posts on Facebook, and I've already raised $1,445. I have 8 backers already. It's really exciting stuff. So I'm gonna now, let's see, I got a list, I made a checklist, not surprisingly, once again, a list of things to do. I'll pull it up for you guys, but it contains things like, let's do it. Contains things like, I gotta post it on Facebook, I gotta send out emails, I gotta send out emails to all friends and family, send out messages on Facebook to everybody to share the post, and send out messages, send out messages to all the friends. And remember, everybody that joined the Performance and Up at our launch group, I added them as a friend. Not everybody added me back, understandably, but I'm gonna ask them to share it, and I think a good percentage of them will, and it'll also be a reminder, hey, it's live. So I'm not necessarily gonna ask for the sale. I might say, by the way, I do have the early bird special, you might wanna jump on it, so I might remind them in that way, but exciting stuff. Very, very exciting stuff. So now it's time to actually do the real marketing. All right, it is now 8:22. So the Kickstarter has been live for a little over 2 hours, raised $2,600. That's over $1,000 an hour. Obviously, it's just the first few hours, but I think it's gonna continue to build up throughout this day because a lot of people aren't even at work yet in the Pacific time, or they're in the middle of work or all kinds of different things. A lot of the influencers have not yet shared it, so that's really exciting. But right now we have, like I said, 46 backers, raised $2,600. I'm very happy. I don't know if I could be any happier with the results so far. Like, this is like the ideal of what I thought. I think a lot of lessons learned. One is I still had a typo. I still had a typo in one of my things and I had to go in and fix it. So you want to still double check it. Another thing I think I realized is get all the emails and all the messages ready so you can just send them right away. There was a lot of emails in my head that I wasn't sure what I was going to say until today, to be honest. I wish I would have just had it ready right away. Another thing, I'm going through and like I said, I added everybody on pretty much everybody from that joined the Performance and Up at our launch group. I added them on Facebook, and I'm going through one by one and I'm sending a message saying, hey, can you share this post? By the way, I have an early bird special. The first 100 people to buy a box are going to get it for only $20, including free shipping. And I think that's really powerful. And then at the end I say, look, even if you don't want to buy a box, a share would be hugely helpful. And I think what that does, and this is just my guess, is it's saying like, look, either buy a box or share it, please. Like, you've been such a part of this. I'm not pressuring you to spend any money, and I'm not pressuring you to share on social media, but like, could you do one or the other? Or both, obviously. So that's one of the big lessons. I think that's gonna be very powerful. I'm going through right now and I'm sending all those messages. If you haven't already, you can click up here, you can get my e-commerce success pack. I'll put the exact messages and the day of checklist in there, along with the entire Kickstarter checklist. So you can click up here to get that, but I'll be updating you throughout this day. I think this is a really exciting day. A lot of fun things are happening. All right, it's 1 o'clock on the day of the launch, Kickstarter launch day, and so far we're at $4,400. Pretty good start so far. So if it's 1 o'clock, what has it been? It's been 7 hours? Yeah, about 7 hours. Raised $4,400. Not a bad start to the day. Obviously, it slowed down a little bit, but that's to be expected. I'm curious to see how the rest of the day goes and up through tomorrow. So what have I been up to? You may be wondering. It's mostly the stuff I said. It's lots of emails, a lot of thanking people, and sending emails and Facebook messages to them saying thank you so much. The next thing I'm going to be up to, and I'm exhausted. Remember, I only got 4 hours of sleep last night. I'm going to go out to lunch with my girlfriend. We're going to go do some, just get some food because I haven't eaten. I had a little bit of performance nut butter this morning, and that's all I've had all day. So I guess, hey, it's working, right? It's a mix of adrenaline and performance nut butter has kept me going. So that is the big thing I've been up to. I think the next thing I want to do is start emailing. Because now that I have a Kickstarter, I think a lot of podcasts are going to be more interested in having me on. Maybe I'm totally backwards. Maybe they could care less. I'm going to re-email the, what's it called? The local newspaper, Santa Clarita local newspaper, and I'm going to email the Santa Monica local newspaper. Probably email a few other people as well. On top of that, I'm going to just reach out to every podcast I can, try to get out there. Because I was mostly hitting up the really big podcast before. But now I think it's time to start going after the slightly smaller podcast. I still want to do in the between 35 to 100 subscribers, like right in that range, I think is pretty good. But that's what I'm up to right now. I'll give you some more updates. We'll film some more of this day as it goes. It's almost 6:30 and got another update. So actually before I update you on the latest in the Kickstarter, let me tell you a little bit of what happened throughout my day. So after we talked last, or I talked to the camera last, got some lunch, and I had a delicious lunch, and then took a nap, to be honest. As I was telling you earlier, I only got 4 hours of sleep. I don't take naps very often. I would like to take more naps, but I don't take naps very often, or at least when I try to take a nap, I don't fall asleep. I passed out. Slept for a good few hours, and when I woke up, we had just broken $6,000 on the Kickstarter. So right now it's 6:30, a little less than half, or a little bit more than half a day, and we're at $6,268. That is crazy. I guess I should put this in the middle here. I don't know if you can see it, but $6,268, 111 backers. I am so happy for this. Everyone that's been watching this, that's been supporting the project, I really appreciate it. This has been huge. So I'll keep you updated. I've been mostly just spending my time on, at least the time that I've been awake, spending my time on Facebook, sending emails out, hearing a lot of influencers are getting back to me and they love it. They said, I can't believe how many positive responses I've got. A lot of people have told me you've killed it. Dominic D'Agostino said it was his favorite nut butter of all time, which blew my mind. Like, that is the coolest thing I've ever heard. So I'm really happy with that. So I'll keep you guys updated, and we'll see where this goes tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and I'll keep you updated on everything I'm doing. Thank you guys. So day one of the Kickstarter has been a huge success. To celebrate, we're gonna make a little bit of dinner. Tuesday night, we usually make something from the 4 Hour Chef. It's really kind of fun. It's kind of fun to cook, get your hands dirty a little bit, learn a little bit something about cooking, and it builds a nice structure. That's why we do the 4 Hour Chef. I'm sure eventually we'll be done with this and we'll continue cooking different recipes. But tonight we're doing a squash pappardelle, I think is how you pronounce it. Page number 162. So I'll show you some of the prep process, and we're gonna add some shrimp, some garlic shrimp in it, which is going to be delicious. Like I said, huge success day one. It's time to celebrate a little bit.